Welcome to my channel, Hotspot with Loveth, the ultimate spot for all things entertainment, ranging from celebrity gists, reviews, interesting stories, and African folktales. Subscribe now. So guys, this episode is all about the review of the movie Unfaithfuls, showing on Oboli'S TV. So, in the dynamic and multifaceted world of filmmaking, stories of love, betrayal, and redemption have always found a place in the hearts of audiences. They resonate with our deepest fears, desires, and moral compasses, offering not only entertainment but also an avenue for reflection on the complexities of human relationships. Unfaithfuls, a tale woven intricately around three couples, does just that. Now, this story is not just a story about infidelity, but a broader commentary on the human condition, the lengths people go to for love, security, and a sense of belonging. Now, this film delves deep into the lives of Idera and Joju, Vivian and Enobong, and Kanye and Judith, exploring how their individual circumstances and decisions unravel into a compelling drama that is as engaging as it is thought-provoking. It is a tale of choices and consequences, highlighting how the actions of one can ripple across the lives of others, often with devastating effects. Now, this narrative begins with Idera and Joju, a couple who have been married for 2 decades. As the longest married couple in the story, their relationship is a cornerstone of the film, serving as both a benchmark and a cautionary tale for the other couples. Now, their marriage from the outside appears to be perfect. They are wealthy, having achieved financial success to a level that could be described as rich to stupor. Now, their 2 adult children are in the university, further cementing the image of a family that has it all together. However, beneath the surface, cracks begin to appear. Joju, despite his wealth and success, becomes entangled in an affair with Vivian, the best friend of his wife Idera. This betrayal is not just a simple act of infidelity, but a complex web of emotional and psychological issues that Joju and Idera have either ignored or failed to address over the years. Now, the affair is a symptom of deeper issues within their marriage, issues that have been papered over by their wealth and the facade of a perfect family life. The dynamic between Joju and Idera is a classic example of how long-term relationship can sometimes fall into complacency. Over time, the passion and excitement that once defined their relationship have faded, replaced by routine and a focus on maintaining their social status. Joju's affair with Vivian is, in part, a reaction to this stagnation, a misguided attempt to recapture the thrill of something new and exciting. For Idera, the discovery of the affair is not just a betrayal by her husband, but also by her best friend. It's a double-edged sword that cuts deep, shaking the very foundation of her life. Now, the way she deals with this revelation is a key element of the narrative, showcasing her strength and resilience. Idera's journey is one of self-discovery and empowerment as she navigates the complex emotions of sadness and betrayal. Now, over to Vivian and Enobong, a marriage on the brink. Now, Vivian and Enobong's relationship is in stark contrast to that of Idera and Joju. Now, while the latter is defined by wealth and social standing, Vivian and Enobong are struggling to keep their heads above the water. They've been married for 3 years, a relatively short time compared to Idera and Joju, but their marriage is already on the brink of collapse. Vivian is a hustler, a contractor who is constantly on the move, trying to secure deals and provide for her family. On the other hand, Enobong is at home, a man who once had a stable job but is now struggling to start a new business. Now, this role reversal, where the wife is the breadwinner and the husband is at home, creates tension in their marriage. Vivian's frustration with Enobong's inability to provide like he used to manifests in her cheating on him with Joju, Idera's husband, her best friend's husband. Vivian's infidelity is driven by more than just dissatisfaction with her husband's financial situation. It is also a reaction to the power dynamics in their marriage. As the breadwinner, Vivian holds a certain amount of power in the relationship. But this power comes with its own set of challenges. She resents Enobong for his inability to contribute financially. Her affair with Joju is a way for her to assert her power and control. But it's also a way for her to escape the guilt and frustration she feels in her marriage. Enobong, on the other hand, is portrayed as a man who is calm and gentle, trying so much to put together his life. He is struggling to find his place in a world where his traditional role as the provider has been upended. Well, the film does not tell us if he found about his wife's infidelity. However, when she returns after realizing that Joju is back with his wife, he does not accept her. Now, Vivian's decision to leave Enobong and her hopes of starting a new life with Joju is a turning point in the film. She believes that by leaving her husband, she can finally be free of the frustrations and disappointments that have plagued her marriage. However, the decision ends up being a miscalculation of epic proportions. Joju, rather than leaving his wife for Vivian, decides to reconcile with Idara, leaving Vivian alone without the support of both her husband and her best friend. Now let's move on to Kanye and Judith, the young and married and desperate couple engaged. Now, this final engaged couple, Kanye and Judith, represents the younger generation in the story. Now, they are not married, but they have been in a relationship for some time. Their financial situation is there, and their relationship is defined by desperation and a constant struggle to make ends meet. Kanye, at one point, invested their money in a business venture that went wrong, leaving them even more broke than ever before. Out of desperation, Judith makes a decision that will have far-reaching consequences for both her relationship with Kanye and her own moral compass. She decides to use Kanye's identity to catfish rich women on Facebook, targeting Idara, who is lonely and seeking comfort in a friendship with a younger man. Now, Judith's actions are driven by a sense of hopelessness and a desire to escape the financial hardships that they are facing. However, this decision also reveals her willingness to cross ethical lines in her quest for financial security. Now, Kanye finds out and plays along. And that's how his relationship with Idara begins as a simple online friendship. But it quickly evolves into something more. Now, Kanye, who is young and inexperienced, finds himself falling for Idara despite knowing that she is married and much older than him. But Idara, on the other hand, though insistent and sure that she isn't going to cross the line with Kanye, is torn between her growing feelings for Kanye and her loyalty to her husband. Now, this relationship is fraught with tension and moral dilemmas as both Kanye and Idara struggle with their emotions and the possible consequences of their actions. Now, Vivian, ever the schemer, sees an opportunity in Idara's relationship with Kanye. She tries to push Idara into crossing the line with Kanye, hoping that this will give Joju a reason to leave his wife and be with her instead. Vivian's manipulations add another layer of complexity to the story, as she uses Idara's vulnerability to further her own agenda. Now, the climax of the film comes when Vivian decides to leave her matrimonial home, believing that Joju will follow her and that they can start a new life together. However, her plan backfires spectacularly. Joju, rather than abandoning Idara, chooses to confess his affair and seek reconciliation with his wife. This moment is a turning point for both Joju and Idara as they confront the issues in their marriage and decide to work through them together. Vivian, on the other hand, is left with nothing. She has lost her husband, her best friend, and the man she believed would be her ticket to a better life. Her decision to leave Enobong and pursue Joju ends up being her own downfall, as she finds herself alone and without the support system she once had. So guys, there you have it, a beautiful story, something away from the ordinary that you would normally see on YouTube with Nollywood movies. Now guys, if you haven't seen this movie, run along now to Oboli'S TV to watch this movie. This is a must watch. There are a whole lot that happened in this movie that I did not capture in this recap. So guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about this movie in the comment section if you have seen it. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you guys.